here we go. Let's get going on round number 3, or turn 3. Let's start off with the effects phase. So, do I have anything in the effects phase? I don't believe I do. Any of these? Nope. Okay. On to the town business phase. I get an action card. I received Veteran Recon Scouts. I already have Recon Scouts. This is the Veteran one. Okay, cool. That's all I get. I don't get any extra of anything else. So resource production. Let's click on over to the other screen. I am on this one. So I get 3 town health and 9. 1, 2, 3, and 9 salvage coins. So I give myself a 10. Trade in a 1. I draw 3 spoils cards. I may purchase 2 of them for their salvage coin value. 1, 2, 3. And I have 10, 16 salvage coins. So we got a fire axe. Lockpicking encounter cards, you automatically succeed at the mechanical skill check. That's pretty awesome. This thing costs 6. We got a experimental laser rifle. It's a top secret weapon. Some of the characters get their link is top secret weapon, which is kind of cool. It's actually, I think, one of the characters that I have not used yet. Yeah, my Jane Doe. So her link is top secret weapons. So she could actually get a bonus from this. It does give me +1 prestige, which is nice. It costs 24. I can't even afford that, so never mind that one. And then we got ourselves a classic All-American. +4 to movement. Each time a character card is received as a reward, you receive an additional character. I can't afford that either. I can afford the fire axe, though. If I want. I'm at 16. If I want to sell, I'm going to sell that card for 23. That would put me at 16, 26, 36, 39. I could still get this, and I kind of want to hire these mercenaries, though. You know what? I'm going to pass on the fire axe as well. I'm going to regret that, I think. But, oops. I'm going to pass on all of them. So I move on to the town events chart. So I'm going to roll that. I rolled a 1. So again, I've never rolled so low on this chart. Even without the -2, I'd be doing really well. But again, I get 2 prestige, 4 health, and a spoils or a character card or an action card. And I think I'll take a spoils card. I got myself the ultimate laptop. Its equipment is technical. And I just get to keep this. So let's give this to Chad. Oh no. He does not. He must come with a laptop already, so he doesn't have a link to a laptop. So, but he is going to get this laptop. So let's give that to him. Let's jump over to Chad, which is green, I believe. Yep, green. So he's going to get 1 more combat, 1 more survival, 1 more diplomacy, 3 more mechanical, 5 more research, and 3 more medical. And it gives us a movement bonus. Look at that. A laptop giving us a movement bonus. Must be the GPS on it. Gets us where we need to go. Awesome. Okay. That was the town events chart. We are on to the financial phase, so I can sell spoils and action cards. So I'm definitely going to sell this for 23. So I'll take 2 10s and a 3. And then I think I'm going to sell I'm going to sell both of these recons because I don't really like knowing what's coming on the deck. Even though this will probably hurt me. But I'm going to sell these two for 9. So a 10. And give me a 1 back. Alright. So now I can purchase a Tier 1 Town Technology or upgrade. So, come back to here. I have 40, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I won't be able to hire those guys still. Man, maybe next turn. Bummer. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and pay 30 and add the garrison. Now, you can only have a total of 7 of these, by the way. I did not mention that earlier. So, garrison will give me +1 to combat checks, which, you know what? I don't know if I need that. I'm pretty combat-y. Let me change my mind on that. I'm going to do... I'm going to do +1 to machinists. Machinist shop. +1 to mechanical. And that'll cost me 30. 1, 2, 3. But it will give me 5 town health. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 prestige. So only 5 points away from winning this. Okay. We can hire. I cannot afford to hire. I have 10, 16, 17, 18. I could pay with this. That's one thing you can do in this game is you can always use your action cards as currency. At least I believe that's the way I read it in the book. So I could pay with this, but I'm not going to. I'm going to see how. I'm going to see where we're at on the next round. So, not going to hire mercenaries, so we move on to the party exploits phase. Now, I need 5 prestige or some town health. So, I think I may head over to this mission. Let's go see if we can do a mission. So I rolled a 1, so I have a 4 movement, so 1, 2, 3. So I can get there. Excellent. So that was 1 week resource deed, so I'll have to spend 3 weeks to start a mission. So let's do it. I'm going to start a mission. The element of surprise. Oof. Your faction has been contacted by a group of salvagers from the site of their latest excavation. This time they have discovered an intact Cramble soup factory, half buried in the rubble of a small town. According to their leader, Juan, before the Great War, this brand of soup was popular in almost every household across America. The production machinery could be disassembled and rebuilt in your town, allowing your faction to preserve more food more efficiently. The excess could be exported to settlements and allies. As an added bonus, Juan claims that there is also a large stockpile of tin wrapped in plastic that has remained impervious to the elements. The clincher, the area has been overrun by local marauders. Juan and his team of salvagers were forced to flee. Make contact with him, scout the area, and reclaim the assets. In return, he has agreed to split the find with your faction and will prepare it for transport. When you're ready, signal your town's militia units. They will transport it all back to your town. All right, so something that's interesting about mission cards is, let me go back over to scene number 2. There's always an optional check, which has its own succeed and failure. So you can choose whether you want to do that additional optional check or not. So, but to start things off, I get 3 salvage coins. And I need a 6 combat. I think we can do that. Let's see. Now remember, I did not take the garrison, so never mind. All right. See how we did. Number 1. We rolled a 6, so we got 1 success, but not the second one. Number 2, we rolled a 5, so we got 2 successes. Number 3, we rolled a 3, so we got 1 success. His combat's really only a 6. Oh yeah, it is. Number 5, we rolled 8, so we got 2 successes, but not the third. And then my vehicle, we rolled a 6, we got 1 more success there, so we got 7. So we passed the combat check. Now we need to do a mechanical check of 4. All right, let's clear this. And then remember, I just got that machinist shop, so that gives us an auto success. Number 1, I rolled a 3, that's a 5, that's a success. Number 2, that's a 1, that is a success. I only need a 4, I'm not going to reroll that. So 3 is an 11, so we got 1 success, but not the second. And then that's actually enough there. 7, 7, that's 1. 2, that's 1. And even our vehicle got 1. So we got 6 successes. And I'm going to go ahead and go for the optional just because I have that machinist shop. So it gives me an auto 1. So I'm going to do this again and try to go for that optional. I need another 4. So we start again on number 1. Rolled a 9. That is not a success. Number 2, he rolled a 1. That is 1 success. Number 3 is an 11. He rolled a 9, so that is a success. 4, he has a 7. He rolled an 8. That's not a success. 5, he has a 3, so that's our 4th right there. And then we failed on that one. So we did get our optional 1 as well. So let's see what we got. You decimate the Marauder force just after dawn in a decisive raid. Afterwards, Juan and his team help you disassemble the machinery and prep it for transport. Gain 3 prestige. 1, 2, 3. Whoo! 4 town health. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 3 spoil carts. 1, 2, 3. And then the optional, I gain 8 salvage coins. You discover a safe in the back room of the factory. After a few tries, you manage to unlock it. Excellent. Mission completed. Let's see what spoils I got. I got an espresso van. Each end turn phase, you get 4 salvage coins. Selling some coffee. Probably sell that. I got a semi-truck. So I'm going to sell that too. And I got a slingshot. It's only a weight of 1. It's a ranged weapon. Let's give this to... Oh, I don't know. Let's see, he's at 10, 11. He can use 1 more. Give our doctor a slingshot. I don't think this game's going to go on much longer. I've been very fortunate. So he gets 1 more to combat my doctor. Pink. Alright. It's a good mission. So now what happens is this mission goes away and we have to re-roll for where it will. Oops. Sorry, I took the mission chip off my guy. Mission 2 is now at space 3. Okay. That was a good turn. So that was all of my deeds. end turn, I get 2 salvage coin from Chad. And I move the turn marker 1 space. And how many end phase I want to do here? Nope. We're close. 2 points away. That's crazy. All right, we are on the effects phase, so I haven't even taken any damage or anything. It's awesome. I don't have to resolve any effects phases stuff. So town phase, we receive an action card. Taskmaster Creed. Okay. Receive all town health salvage coins produced. So let's go here. We get 3 town health. 1, 2, 3, and 9 coins. Give me a 10. I'm going to go ahead and do some changing while I'm here anyway. So 5, 8, 9, 10. And then 3, 6, 9, 10. So I'm at 40. Okay. I think I could win right now just by buying 2. Can you buy more than 1 of these at a time? I think you can only buy 1 per turn. Let's look that up real quick. Purchase. Only 1 town defense chip and 1 town technology may be purchased per player each turn. Okay. Here we go. The rulebook for this game is fantastic, by the way. Okay, so I did resources, so I draw 3 spoil cards and I may purchase up to 2 of them. 1, 2, 3. I got a ranged weapon shotgun for 15. Gives me 2 salvage coins each effects phase. I got some stowable alcohol. Discard after a successful encounter or mission to draw 2 spoils or 2 action cards. It's pretty good. And then another vehicle, which I know I'm not going to take that. I think I'll buy the champagne for 6. 10. Give me back 4. And I'm going to give the champagne to 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'll give it to Sean Cahill. It weighs 2. He can carry it. There we go. So, discard after a successful encounter or mission and draw 2 spoils or 2 action cards. That's pretty cool. So that gives him 3 more diplomacy and 1 more medical. All right. Okay, town events chart. I rolled a 7, minus 2 is a 5. No effect. All right, I'll take that. Sell spoils and action cards. So I'm going to sell these 2 for a whole lot of money. So 49. So 50 or 10, 20, 30, 40. and 3. So I have a whole lot of money now. So I'm going to go ahead and purchase you know what? I'm going to go ahead and purchase the garrison. Just in case. So that gives me +1. So that's 30. And I get a prestige. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 town health. So one more prestige. And I win. I think I have to complete the round at the 15. I can't lose any. But yeah. But what I'll do is go ahead and show you how mercenaries work while we're here. So I did my purchasing. And now I'm going to hire a non-player character. So I'm going to hire Death's Head Mercs. So they cost me 20 to hire. Hire during the town business phase and choose one task. So I can have them move to and attack a party in PvP. We're not doing that. Move to and attempt a mission. If it's successful, you receive its rewards. If it's failed, you only lose 1 prestige. Move to an enemy town to force that player to discard all of their character cards in their town roster. Ouch. So they actually are going to start in my town. So I'm going to have them do a mission, and I'm going to have them attempt mission 2. And terrain does not affect mercenaries. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them here with a number 2 to just remind me that I'm sending them on mission 2. And they are, you find their little token. There they are. So they're going to start in my town, and I'll show you how they work. They're a little bit different, but definitely cool. So now we start the party exploits phase. Woo! So first thing we do is move non-player character mercenaries according to their player order and resolve their assignment or have them wait for a party to join them. So we're going to resolve our mercs. Now if we look at our mercs card, you will see that they have a movement of 15. This lightning bolt means they have first strike, which does, comes into play in PvP. This little, I don't know, that's an omega symbol or what that is, but with the 15, that basically means they have a 15 to all skill checks. Okay, and then they have 40 health total. So these guys are pretty awesome. They're a pretty beefy merc. There's some mercs that aren't nearly as good as they are. So they're going to move their 15, and they are going to go on that mission. So I will draw a mission card. Reconnaissance. There's no mission here. However, a rare opportunity has presented itself. In a chance meeting on a tattered stretch of barren highway, your group is able to parley with a friendly mercenary outfit, Ronin's Renegades. These heavy hitters have worked for you before. In fact, your faction has contracted their services many times in the past, and they have never let you down. After conducting trade, their leader Ronin invites you to have dinner with them, where he proposes to disclose his current intel in the region, for a marginal fee, of course. Pay them 6 salvage coins, or discards its equivalent value of equipped spoils cards as payment. Then draw the next 5 mission cards and immediately choose one to attempt, placing the others back on top of the deck in any order. Or, if you cannot or will not pay, lose 1 prestige. The first player then draws... Okay, so I don't want to lose any prestige because I'm about to win. So I basically get to draw the top 5 mission cards and pick one. And I pay 6. So there's his 6 coins I just paid. Just looking through these to see which would be the best one to kind of show you guys. Let's do this one. Tracking the messengers. Several of your town's horseback messengers have gone missing while on their routes. I don't know how this ties into... What was that other mission card? One of these guys. So Ronin... Oh, he's giving me intel. Okay, so he's giving me intel on my horseback messengers that have gone missing. They had in their possession important treaty proposals for your allied factions within the 10 towns. Your orders are to locate them, to find out how they perished, and recover the communications. Foul play is suspected, and you know 3 facts for certain. Your faction's rise to primacy has made you some powerful enemies. You know that the messenger's routes, and those routes had led you here, to this little craptastic settlement. Okay, so I get 4 salvage coins. 3, 4. I have to do a survival check. So what we do is we roll... I need to do a survival of 5. I'm trying to remember exactly how... Death Heads Mercs roll 6d10 for skill checks. So they're going to roll all 6. 1, 2, 3, 6. Okay. And remember, they are a 15 for each one, basically. So red is 1, 2 successes. Orange is fail. Green is 1 success. That makes 3. Yellow is 1 success. That makes 4. So that is... Oh, I need 1 more. So, yeah, blue is... Wait, I skipped blue, didn't I? Blue is 1 success and black is 1 success. So they passed a survival check of 5. So now they need to do a diplomacy check. Oops. Diplomacy check of 4 is all they need. So, in theory, if they roll all 10s, it's really the only way we could lose it. So, basically we got red is a success, orange is a fail, green's a success, blue's a success, yellow's a success, blue's a success. So there we go. Do I want to do the optional? I'm not going to, because that needs a 5. And I just don't think I need to worry about it. So, success. Gain 3 prestige. What? And 3 action cards. Choose a player across from you. Scouring the marketplace, you search for items the messages were carrying. Custom machine guns and saddlebags. Just as you are about to call it a night, you spy the saddlebags. Questioning the merchant at gunpoint leads you to a stable where the messenger's horses are being holed. You drag the owner into the back stall. He refuses to talk until you resort to violence. Okay. Listen, my boss is to blame. This is the damn town, he sobs. The player's so if you were playing against somebody else, you would call out their faction. Has been supplying us with weapons and orders. We were going to do it. You leave town, storming their headquarters. That night, you retrieve the treaty proposals and burn the place to the ground. Alright. So there's a little flavor text there of calling out one of the other factions. So that's kind of cool. So, and then the mercs just go away, basically. They completed the mission. They are discarded. Oh, I forgot to draw my 3 action cards for that. So they go away. This mission is re-rolled. 77. 77. Oh, what are the odds of that? 28. Okay. So now it's my turn. That was just the merc's turn. So now I get my 4 weeks. There's another red action card. I must not have forgot to take those out. you know, I pretty much have one. I'm at 20 prestige. So let's just move, I guess. One, so that gives me a 5. Let me see. Do I need to? Let me see if I have to complete the turn for the win condition. The victory conditions 37. I don't see it on page 37. That's interesting. Page 5. How to win. A player wins a game at the end of a phase. They have 20 prestige or 80 town health. At the end of a phase. Okay, so I have to be at the end of the party exploits phase. So, so I'll move. So I move 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just gonna head back home. That was 1 week. I'm gonna move again. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'll do an encounter deed here. I'm in the plains. Can I just keep moving? Oh, well, I'll do this. Naked Amish rake fight. Oh no, okay. You are caught unaware and surrounded by your strange hosts. The men are clad in 1800-style black wool suits, and the women in long black dresses and bonnets. A tall elderly man steps forward. You are intruding on our sacred lands, raising his voice with each syllable. Your denials and weak explanations only further anger their community's leader, Shlomo. The wrinkled Okut yells, "Enough!" He points an accusing finger and announces your punishment. What the hell is a naked Amish rake fight? Your champion is stripped naked, handed a rusty rake, and briskly escorted into the barn for a fight. Oh, it's a gladiatorial event. Awesome. You know why that's awesome? Because I have Buck Liddell, MMA Berserker, gained +6 combat during gladiatorial events. Choose a character for solo PvP. Add +2 combat skill for the rake. No other equipment is allowed. Your opponent has 13 combat skill and 8 health. So I get 3 salvage coin. Alright, so I need to roll for Chuck. He's going to have a combat, so no weapons are allowed. So he's going to be a 9 plus a 6 is a 15 against their 13 and 8 health, and I have 9 health. Alright. Here we go. So I'll roll, let's see. I'll roll, Chuck is orange, so I'll roll his orange, and I'll roll black for the other guy. So solo PvPs work similar. I roll 1 die, they roll 1 die. Chuck got a 9. Or a 1, I mean. So Chuck got 2 successes. And they got 1 success. And I get to re-roll because I rolled a 1. So I'm going to take advantage of that. I rolled a 7. So that is 1 more success. So I won 3 successes to 1. Which means I get to roll 2d6s for damage. Because I won by 2 successes. So I roll 2d6. And I think that's right. I'm just kind of flying towards the end here. I didn't look it up, but that's the way PvP works, I believe. I'll just pause and look it up real quick. Let's see. Solo PvP. Oh, that's right. I have a flowchart I made for all this. Ha! I didn't bring it out, though. Okay. So, if solo PvC, each player chooses a fight or flight. We will fight. Step 4. Both players roll a party combat skill check of 1d10 for each character. Okay, the winner of the round. 1d6 physical damage for each success greater than their opponent. Okay. So I'm going to roll 2d6 worth of damage. Come on now. That's 8 damage. I killed him. He only had a health of 8. Bam! You don't mess with Buck Liddell. Even in a naked Amish rake fight. So I draw 3 spoils cards. The local crowd boos as you bury the handle of your rake deep into his eye. You are escorted off the land, but not before one of you pickpockets slow-mo. That's how I got my 3 spoils. That's awesome. And he actually, I gain 2 extra spoil cards if I win a gladiatorial event. So he'll take 2 more spoils cards. And I'll just show you guys what I got. I'm not going to equip them because I just won the game. I'll just move from my last action back to town. Rolled a 4. So I'm going to move into my town and stop. But I picked up a 50 caliber sniper rifle, a combat medical satchel, another vehicle, Old Rusty, an equipment book, Larry's Guide to Civil War Surgery, and then the Hummer. So that's a whole lot of money right there. So yeah, so I end the exploits phase. I am at 15 prestige, so I have won the game. I was stressing about that a little bit because if I had happened to lose, I would lose 1 prestige and discard that character. So that would have been a bummer, but Buck Liddell was ready for the fight. So that is that's Fallen Land, the solo variant 1, which, as you can see, is just kind of more of an adventure, Tales of Arabian Nights style, with a lot of cool skill checks and so many cards. I mean, the amount of cards in this game is just like crazy. I mean, you saw how many spoils cards I drew, and here's the spoils cards that are left. I mean, it's crazy. But the second variant actually adds in, if I remember here, variant 2, which I want to play next. It adds in some opposing factions town event chart, which you roll on that will do stuff, and you add in other factions. So basically, you'll be competing against other factions, and I don't know how the PvP and stuff works. I haven't read it too much, but it is a lot more in-depth than this kind of basic solo variant that I played. So yeah, look for the Fallen Land and look for the Journey into the Darkness expansion. All the book really does is this expansion does add quite a bit of cards and the rules, which you can get on their website. So you can probably even play the base game with these rules. I don't know how many, because probably almost half of the action deck is not solo-friendly cards. So I don't know how many the expansion added in there. I didn't really pay attention. But definitely something to look for. Super fun game. I played it with 2 other friends. We played about a 4-hour game. It didn't go so well because we all started like right here, and we all just kept like fighting over the same resources and taking them from each other. So we could, our prestige couldn't get up anywhere, and our town health is going down, and we were just killing each other. So you kind of need to spread out more and do some missions and stuff. I don't recommend if you play with other people to all start in one area. That did not work out for us. It was like I was the New Federalists, and my buddy was the Sons of Neptune, and then our other buddy was the Swamp Runners, I think. Or no, he was these guys, the Coalition of the Black Angel. So it was like these three right next to each other. So it made it tough. But anyways, I hope the game made sense. I hope you enjoyed that. Went a little bit quicker than I thought, which is awesome. I got really fortunate playing this faction, having the -2 to the town, the events chart, and then hitting a 1 on my first 3 rolls. I mean, that was like 6 prestige right there. And even that, I would have gotten my town health up in the next few turns as well. So, but yeah, so real quick in the multiplayer game, what the town defense tokens do that you don't really see in this variant is once you have gathered these resources, another faction can just come, and they don't even have to do an encounter there. They just basically take it. They take it over, they put theirs on there, you lose the prestige. But the town defense, what it does is you protect all of your resources with your town defense chips. And for each one you have, it does 1 damage to each one of their characters. So if you have 2, 3, 4 town defense chips, each one of their characters is going to take 4 damage from taking your resources. Which they might not want to do, because then if somebody comes in and rolls in and attacks them when it's not their turn, they're pretty vulnerable. So there's lots of layers to the multiplayer game. But I'm definitely looking forward to trying solo variant number 2, and I'll keep you guys posted when I'm going to do that. It's good to be back. Hope for more videos from me soon. I'll talk to you guys later.